As Halloween approaches, we want to bring something special to our audience.
We're calling all fans of the spooky and supernatural to share your scariest stories with us.
Whether it's a personal experience,
A tale passed down through generations,
or a chilling work of fiction, we want it all.
we'll be selecting the most bone-chilling stories to share on a special Halloween episode.
So dim the lights and send us your tales of terror to kidpackwithjackattack@gmail.com, or you can send us a DM on Instagram at kidpackwithjackattack.
We can't wait to hear what you have in store for us.
Episode 13. I've got my cyclops on you. Hi, everyone. You're listening to Kid Pack with Jack Attack. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Jack.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of our podcast.
We're so happy to have you back for a really magical episode today.
We hope you all enjoyed last week's challenge, which was to try singing. I know Jack's been singing a lot lately for school. Jack, tell us why.
I go to Parkland, and this is their 100th year anniversary, and all the 5th graders are going to be at a concert one day and sing a song for all of the Parkland anniversary members.
Well, that's pretty cool. Let's get on with the show. What are we talking about today?
For today's episode, we're going on a journey to the world of mythical creatures.
Do you know what mythical creatures are? They're creatures that people have imagined and talked about for a long time, like monsters, dragons, fairies, and unicorns. They're not real animals like your pets at home, but they're so cool because they can do amazing things that real animals can't do.
Like dragons can breathe fire, and unicorns have magical powers.
People made up these creatures to explain things they didn't understand or to tell stories that would make their friends go, "Wow, that's amazing."
So sit back and relax. Let your imagination soar as we dive into the enchanting world of mythical creatures.
Riddle time! All right, listeners, today's riddle is, what do you call mythical cheese? Stick around to find out. We'll tell you the correct answer at the end of today's episode. What am I?
Today we are going to play a fun game called What Am I?
I will be listing a few things about a certain mythical creature, and you will have to guess what I'm talking about. Jack will wait as usual to answer to give you listeners a chance to guess along with us.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, number 1. This creature first appeared in ancient Greek mythology. It lived in isolation and tended sheep or goats without any community. It's a giant most often depicted as having only one eye. What am I?
I think that's a cyclops.
That's right. I'm a cyclops. All right, here's a fun fact about cyclops. In Greek mythology, it was the cyclops who created Zeus's thunderbolts. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. This creature is small and magical. Sometimes in pictures it has wings, and sometimes it doesn't. This creature can be traced back to old French medieval romance stories. What am I?
Is it a unicorn / Pegasus?
You may have missed the beginning where I said it's small. This is a fairy. So here's a fun fact about fairies. In folk tales, fairies flew using magic and occasionally caught a ride on the back of a friendly bird. Have you ever heard that?
No, I haven't.
So number 3, there were stories of this creature that can be traced all the way back to ancient Babylon, Syrian, Polynesian, and Greek mythology. This creature has been said to be beautiful and romantic, but in other stories, it was told to be capable of bringing disaster. It is half human, half fish. What am I?
Is it a mermaid?
Yes, mermaid. Fun facts about mermaid is that some legends claimed that mermaids could bring storms or calm the seas depending on their mood, which made them both feared and worshipped by sailors. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. I've never heard of that.
But I think most sailors actually saw manatees, and that's what they thought mermaids were. Number 4. This creature is another human and animal hybrid from Greek legend. It has the body of a horse with the head and chest of a human. These creatures are widely depicted as being wild. What am I?
Centaur.
Yes, here's a fun fact about centaurs. So in ancient Greek art, you will see centaurs playing musical instruments. This may seem surprising since we typically imagine centaurs as being fierce warriors who enjoy fighting and hunting. So it seems that in addition to their warlike tendencies, centaurs were also known for their musical talent. Go figure. All right, number 5. This creature is known to take on the form of a bat. This myth originated in Europe, and a lot of times it's portrayed as a rich and sophisticated creature that drinks blood. It can be repelled by garlic. What am I?
Is it a vampire?
Yes, indeed, a vampire. Fun facts about vampires. In some cultures, they weren't always considered scary creatures. For example, in Bulgarian folklore, vampires were believed to be spirits that protected their village from harm and illnesses. These vampires were said to have supernatural abilities, such as the power to control the weather and heal the sick.
No, I've never heard of a good vampire.
Yeah, so there you go. They're not only bad. Number 6. This mythical creature originated in medieval Irish folklore. They are small, human-like beings known to be solitary creatures with a love for mischief and practical jokes. They are known for their iconic green suits and hats and being magical. What am I?
Is it a goblin?
Close. It's a leprechaun. So according to Irish folklore, it is said that if you catch a leprechaun, they will grant you 3 wishes in exchange for their freedom. However, you have to be careful with your wording, as leprechauns are known for being tricky and may try to manipulate your wishes for their own benefit. So it's always best to think carefully before making your wishes to a leprechaun. Or don't catch one.
I would still catch one.
All right, well, what would your 3 wishes be? Quick, I'm a leprechaun. You have to tell me right now.
Or infinite $100 bills.
That's it?
That and,
Number 7. This mythical creature remains popular today. This creature is technically a human that can transform or shapeshift into a creature covered in fur with razor-sharp claws. This particular creature is said to be vulnerable to silver weapons such as silver bullets. What am I?
is it a werewolf?
Yep, it's the werewolf. Okay, fun fact about werewolves. There is a very rare condition called hypertrichosis, and people who have this grow hair all over their body, including their faces. It's also been called werewolf syndrome. But don't worry about catching it. It's not contagious, and it is very, very rare. Only 50 people have it in the entire world. Jack, have you ever seen a picture of someone with werewolf syndrome?
I think so.
I have. I think I watched a documentary on TLC about it. All right, number 8. This mythical creature is said to have magical powers such as healing and purifying. In many legends, they are known to be shy and elusive creatures, often only appearing to those who are pure of heart. They are depicted with a single horn on their forehead. What am I?
Let me guess, it's a unicorn.
Maybe I made this too easy for you today.
I think so.
All right, here's a fun fact for you about unicorns. The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. It's not a typical national animal, as most countries choose an animal that actually exists in their territory. like the bald eagle for the United States or the kangaroo for Australia. But the unicorn is believed to have been chosen as Scotland's national animal because of its association with purity, courage, and strength. It's also said that the unicorn is a symbol of freedom and wildness, as it cannot be tamed by humans. That's pretty neat, isn't that?
Yeah, I think so.
What would you pick for the mythical creature for the United States?
Something like a dragon.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. All right, number 9. This mythical creature originates from ancient legends and folklore of the Himalayan people. It is a giant ape-like creature that walks taller than most men. It has white, shaggy fur and a lean, muscular body like an ape. It is also sometimes depicted as having large, sharp teeth. What am I? I'll give you another hint. There's 2 different names for this creature that are kind of interchangeable.
Is it a yeti?
Yep. The other name is...
The abominable snowman?
That's right. Abominable snowman or the yeti. Fun facts about yetis is that it's believed to live in the Himalayan mountains of Nepal and Tibet. In fact, many people in the region believe in the existence of the yeti. They have a festival to celebrate it called Yeti Day. During the festival, they dress up in yeti costumes, dance, and sing songs to honor the creature. But despite numerous expeditions and searches, there is still no real evidence of the existence of the yeti. But it remains a popular legend and subject of fascination for many. Kind of reminds me of the Bigfoot for us. They are always still searching for Bigfoot, but have yet to find him or her. Number 10. This mythical creature is a legendary sea monster from Scandinavian folklore. It's incredibly large and very strong. It is said to have incredible strength, and it's capable of capsizing even the largest of ships. It's believed to live in underwater caves or trenches. What am I?
Is it a kraken?
That's right. Here's your fun fact about krakens. Did you know that legendary tales of the kraken were likely inspired by sightings of real-life giant squids? While giant squids are not quite as large as the kraken depicted in folklore, they can reach up to 43 feet in length and are known for their impressive size and strength. So it's possible that sailors mistook giant squid sightings for encounters with the legendary kraken, and the tales grew from there. Well, that's a wrap for today's thrilling game of What Am I?, where we delved into the realm of mythical creatures.
Did you ace all of the answers at home? We sure hope you had an absolute blast while soaking up all these spellbinding facts.
Fortunately, unfortunately.
Welcome back to the game Fortunately, Unfortunately. We are going to be making up a funny story today.
Jack will start us off and begin his sentence with the word fortunately, and I will follow his sentence with the word unfortunately. Let's see how long we can keep this story going.
Fortunately, all the mythical creatures lived in peace and harmony.
Unfortunately, there was one mythical creature who decided to change that.
Fortunately, he hadn't made a move.
Unfortunately, he was planning to use his powers.
Fortunately, we had all the other animals to protect each other.
Unfortunately, he knew which ones were weak.
Fortunately, they knew that he knew, so they countered with a surprise attack.
They knew that he knew that they knew. I love that. Okay. Unfortunately, he saw them coming.
Fortunately, he was outnumbered in strength and powers.
Unfortunately, he lost. Double ditto!
Today we're playing Double Ditto.
I will say a mythical or made-up creature, and Jack and I will say the first 2 words that pop into our heads.
You listeners at home can play along. Every time our answers match yours, you get a double ditto point.
Let's see how many we can get. Okay, number 1, witch. What's the first word or first 2 words that come into your mind when I say the word witch? Go ahead, Jack.
I thought of spooky and magic.
Oh, I thought mole and hat. So we get 0 points.
Did you at home get some?
I hope so. All right, number 2, troll. When you think of a troll, what are 2 words that come into your head?
Surprisingly, this is gonna sound kind of funny, but I thought of the movie Trolls at first, so I kind of thought of movie and pink.
Oh, okay. I have hair and gem because I thought of the old troll dolls from when I was little, and they had that crazy hair that like was really high, and they always had a little gem in their belly, like where their belly button would be. Super cute. Number 3, dragon. This is going to be, I think, our first point because I think there's no way we're not going to get this. Go ahead.
I thought of fiery and like scales.
Yes, I thought of fire and night. But so fiery and fire, I think that's enough for 1 point, right?
Yeah, they're basically the same thing.
All right, we got 1 point. Okay, number 4, zombie. What do you think of when I say the mythical creature zombie?
My brain thought of rotting and green.
Oh my gosh, I thought of green and brains.
I don't know why I didn't think of brain.
Yeah, well, anyway, we got another point, so we have 2 points so far. All right, number 5, pixie. What do you think of when I say the word pixie?
I kind of thought of dust for pixie dust and tiny.
Oh my gosh, I thought of cute and dust. We have 3 points so far. We're doing not terrible.
We usually have like none.
I know. We
like
have
one.
very different minds. That's what that tells you, huh? Our brains think different. All right, number 6, gnome. When I say gnome, what do you think of?
I think of short and gardeners.
Okay, I thought of garden and fat. So I think we both said garden. So I think we'll count
that's
that.
a point. Gardening, gardeners, garden.
All right, 4 points. All right, when I say ogre, okay, the mythical creature ogre, what do you think of?
My brain thought of green and Shrek.
Okay, I thought of green and swamp. So that's 5 points?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Shrek lived in a swamp, so that's why I think of that. Yeah, get out of my swamp. All right, number 8, when I say the word elf, what do you think of? Elf.
I thought of long ears and nature lovers.
Okay, yep. I thought of Santa and pointy ears. So, I mean, long and pointy, I don't know. I'm not sure if that counts or not.
When I said long, I meant like long, pointy ears.
So you were
like,
thinking of it. Well, I guess we were thinking of the same thing, just didn't use the correct wording. So we're going to count that. If at home you said long or pointy ears, that counts. Okay, we got 6 points at number 8. Okay.
Why do you think of Santa Claus?
Well,
Where'd
Santa
that
has
come from?
elves working for him, right?
Uh,
Isn't that funny? You didn't even think of that. And you still couldn't even figure out why I thought of it. Totally different brains here.
I just thought of like...
You're thinking of like the elves that live in the forest and make cookies in the Keebler elf commercial. Number 9, Loch Ness Monster. What are the 2 things you think of when I say the creature Loch Ness Monster?
I thought of water and stringy.
Stringy? That's so weird.
Because isn't the Loch Ness Monster depicted as like a giant like water snake?
Yeah, well, kind of. I kind of think to me, it always looked more like a bronchiosaurus underwater, but without the feet. So like a long neck. So I had long neck and water. So we still got a point.
It's the water.
Yeah, the water. So we have, how many points is that? I lost count. 7?
Yeah, 7. Then I think.
Oh gosh, how did we lose track? Okay. Number 10, the boogeyman. Ooh, what do you think of when I say the boogeyman?
I thought of Nightmare Before Christmas and Sack.
Okay, I thought of under the bed and boogies.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
So that's it.
How many double ditto points did you listeners get at home? Did you beat our total? Let us know. What's your special power?
So sometimes we play a game to find out our special name, like when we did the pirate episode.
But today we're going to play a game to find out what your special power would be if you were a mythical creature.
Here we go. If you are wearing a blue, red, or yellow shirt, one of your special powers is
Flying.
so flying. That's a good one. If you are wearing a pink, purple, or white shirt, one of your special powers is
Super strength.
and if you are wearing any other color shirt or a pattern, your special power is
Super speed. Don't worry, you'll get a second magical power today.
all right, for your second magical power. If you have brown or green eyes, your second power is
Animal shape-shifting.
if you have blue or gray eyes, your second special power is
Mind reading.
and if you have any other color eyes, your second special power is
Invisibility.
So Jack, what if you were a mythical creature? What would your superpowers be?
Super speed and animal shape-shifting. Would that give me all other superpowers, though?
No, you get those two. That's pretty awesome, though. Those would be really good. So you're super fast and you can shapeshift into animals.
Yeah, but if I were to shapeshift into another animal, they get their powers?
I guess if you shapeshift into an animal, you don't get the animal's powers. You would get the animal's, I guess, their strengths. Yeah. So like if you shapeshift into a shark.
What if I shapeshifted into a dragon?
There you go. Then I guess you'd be another mythical creature. Good loophole.
Yeah.
So I would be a mind reader with super strength. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Good luck lying to me if I can read your mind. And I'm super strong, so I could just pick you up and move you if you don't listen.
What if I try to run away? I'm faster than you.
That's true, but I could read your mind. I could read your mind, so I would know if you were going to run away.
What if I went too far out of your vision?
I don't know. I guess we'll never know.
Hi, my name's Aiden. I have a joke for you. What do you call a dinosaur that really likes to sing? A velociraptor.
That was a great joke. Thanks.
Advice from mythical creatures. Welcome back to my favorite segment, Advice from Mythical Creatures.
Even mythical creatures hold valuable lessons that we can learn from. Number 1, be curious like a unicorn.
Always keep an open mind and seek to learn new things.
Number 2, be loyal like a dragon.
Stand up for your friends and family and always have their back.
Number 3, be brave like a phoenix.
Don't be afraid to face your fears and take risks.
Number 4, be kind like a fairy.
Treat others how you would like to be treated and spread positivity wherever you go.
Number 5, be resourceful like a griffin.
Use your skills and creativity to solve problems and overcome obstacles.
Number 6, be patient like a mermaid.
Take your time and have faith that things will work out in the end.
Number 7, be adventurous like a centaur.
Explore new places and try new experiences.
Number 8, be calm like a sea serpent.
Take deep breaths and practice mindfulness to stay calm in stressful situations.
Number 9, be determined like a minotaur.
Set goals for yourself and work hard to achieve them.
Number 10, be resilient like a gorgon.
Learn from your mistakes and keep pushing forward even when things get tough. Hope you all enjoyed that advice this week. I know I did. Now it's time for our weekly self-improvement challenges. Each week, we give you 2 challenges because we're always working on being the best humans we can be.
This week, your first challenge is to not complain.
I know this seems silly, but challenging oneself to not complain can be a good practice because it helps to cultivate a positive and grateful mindset. Instead of focusing on negative aspects, one learns to appreciate the positives in life, which can lead to a happier and more fulfilling existence.
Now for your second challenge this week, we are giving you a mantra as usual to say this week. It is, I'm not perfect, and that's okay.
Saying the mantra, I'm not perfect and that's okay, can be a helpful tool in promoting self-acceptance and a growth mindset.
It's a helpful reminder that making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process and that you don't have to be perfect all the time.
With this mantra, you're less likely to beat yourself up over a mistake or imperfection, and instead will be more open to learning and trying new things without the fear of failure.
Accepting yourself for who you are, imperfections and all, can foster a sense of self-confidence and boost your overall well-being. We think this is gonna make your week a little better. Riddle time! Okay, it's time to reveal today's riddle. Today's riddle was...
What do you call mythical cheese?
legendary!
Well, kids, we had an amazing time with you today learning about magical creatures that live in a world beyond our imagination.
Can you believe that? Dragons, unicorns, and mermaids? Wow!
But don't worry, next week we will have a brand new episode about another fun topic.
Before you go, remember to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a single episode of Magical Adventures.
With every episode, you'll get to boost your imagination, expand your knowledge, and dive deeper into this enchanted world.
Thanks for joining us, and we can't wait to see you again in the next episode.
Until then, keep being awesome. See you later, alligator.
Bye for now, brown cow.